Hey guys, it's Happy Home Gamer here again, and welcome back to more Star Trek Online. Last time on Star Trek Online, we went throughout well, not the entire, but pretty much most of it, Earth space dock, and saw a lot of stuff and learned a lot of stuff, hopefully. And today, well, why am I back on the Earth space dock itself? Excuse me for a second. If you hear that whining, my dog is in here with me, and we have guests over, and she's quite insane. Don't mind that, although there'll be quite a bit of cutting. Anyway, why we're at Earth Space Dock? Well, this is my second try trying to record this. Well, third try actually at trying to record this episode, and things didn't turn out too well. There was some niggles and wags I didn't really like. But I'm taking this as an opportunity to grace because the next mission we're doing will involve something that we'll be getting from this guy. To get the mission, this is our first example. Well, second example, multiple example for me, but first example for the Let's Play of doing secondary missions. What is a secondary mission? Well, a secondary mission, point blank, is basically a mission you do over again. Essentially, a mission that you redo. The mission simulator. There are there are reasons why you could do these things, and there are reasons why it's not so great. For example, when you do a secondary mission, you get reduced rewards. The rewards you get standard are reduced. However, the rewards you get for like around here, like rewards you get for these are not reduced. They have this exact same stats every single time you do it because this is an excellent way to reclaim any items that you get from it, maybe like sold or anything like that. So secondary missions are great ways to redo things over, and we'll be doing it quite a bit here, especially considering how much luck I have. Daisy, stupid dog, go away. Yeah, Daisy, go away, Daisy. Stupid dog. Just trying to get on me. Anyway, let's do this. So, stranded in space. Lieutenant Commander, I've received a report that there's a bullion freighter that is overdue for arriving at a space dock. You may need assistance. Please talk to Malcolm Sissel in the shipyard. He will have more information about the missing vessel than I do. Those are the words of good old Admiral Quinn. Little Quinny Quinn. So yes, now we are doing a secondary mission. The game will denote this secondary mission by these bullet points here. I have a 2 in second set in the middle of it. That denotes the secondary mission. So you can tell pretty much at a glance at what kind of mission it is. Anyway, let's talk to Malcolm Sissel very closely. Greetings, Lieutenant Commander. So you're here to talk about the missing freighter? We haven't had to communicate. I can't pronounce that. From the SSRO in more than 20 hours. Dana Brott is the experienced captain and his daughter of former Starfleet officer. It's not like her to be out of contact. It would be real help if you could go out to Sector of Space and find the Azura. I've already transmitted the ship's last known coordinates to your comm officer. Good luck. We're ready to return to your ship. Click on. Okay, this is tutorial stuff. Yes, that's quite a common thing with our space dock. So yes, let's get this started. I hope this episode goes more smoothly than the last 2 times I tried to record it. I could go on all day about how much I hate how the last episode turned out. Alright, thanks to technology, I had to restart the game. Yeah, sometimes the game does conk out mid-loading screen. It happens frequently to me. I don't know what's causing it at all. Well, I have some clues, but I don't really know for sure what's causing it. And that's go away. Yeah, when you log in for the first time, you have a new mission to do. That will come up within the first 10 seconds of logging in. Well, at least in getting into the game. Sorry about that. Another cut. Wonderful. I thought someone called my name there. Anywho, let's depart the system. Please, Lord Arceus, hear me. Please let me have a smooth run this time, with no technical difficulties. I was totally expecting it to conk out there right now. Alright, so it won't do it here because I've already heard it. Well, we haven't, but I have several times. Whenever you enter a new sector map, which, all right, we're back. And in the meantime, between the last cut, I realized that this was up here. And don't mind the rank. I'll get into why that's like that later. Just moving around in my chair here. So we got some skills here, and my first recording of this episode, I went over skills and I allotted some of my skill points. But since then, thankfully, we've gained some, and I can go over it again. However, I really need to get this episode right because I won't get another chance for this for quite a while. So, in the introduction of season 11.5, I think it was, they overhauled the skill system. Before, you had a certain number of skill points, like you still do, but it was a lot different. You would have to allot a certain number of skill points into a particular skill to increase its effectiveness. And that's not the case here anymore. It's actually a lot better and a lot more simple. In fact, now you can use skills from all the career paths, not just your own, which is really great, and that really gives a more diversity into what you can do. So let's allot some more skills. So what was this whole capacity? What's this whole whole restoration? I think I'll go for that. Retrain skills actually can go over that right now. To retrain skills, you will need to retrain token. I have 3 of them. I'm not going to retrain skills now because that would be pointless. But when you use a retrain token, all of the skill points you have received up to that particular point will be returned to you, and you can allot them again. But as a result of being removed, you no longer have those skills, and you have to allot them again, which is the point of the skill retrain. But if you don't like your current setup, this is a great way to give you back to what you want if you didn't like your setup as it was right now. So we got some more space points. What is this? I won't go for the second level, but shield restoration, yeah. And then I'll go for projector weapon training. Alright, so now ground, weapon proficiency, why not? Alright, so we've lodged some skills, and moving around in my chair again. So let's continue. So, as I was saying before the cut, I apologize for that segue there. I was talking about what happens when you enter a sector area. Well, when you do, you get a monologue. And if you're a Federation character, you get one from Leonard Nimoy playing Spock. A monologue will tell a bit of the story and background about where you are. The Sirius sector block gives this.
My friend sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew. A thought that troubles me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
Interesting, isn't it? I love just listening to these monologues over and over and over again because I just love listening to them. They're really great ways to catch up on the story I haven't been playing in a while. And as long as you have the data recorder, which you can actually retrieve again if you do a secondary mission, it's great. I mean, I love it. Anyway, let's continue with the game. Hopefully, I'll have a better run of it this time. Life of a Let's Player. Anyway, I should mention now that this sector space is big, and early on you don't move very fast in sector space. In fact, we're only moving at warp 5, right? Yes. So from now here on out, I will be cutting out sector space travel, at least until we can get a better ability that will allow us to jump kind of like more of a waypoint between the two. And we will be getting that for a while. So until then, I'll be cutting out sector space travel because it is mundane, it is boring, I don't particularly like it, and I wouldn't particularly watch it, but it's actually quite pretty, especially when you have astrometrics turned off. So, there the SS Azura is over there in that little asteroid field. Between ships in range, this is Dana Broad of the transport SS Azura. Please help. Warp core containment field down. Radiation flooding ship. Communications life support failing. Cannot detect warp core. Need immediate evacuation assistance. Please help us. She's certainly a bit of a pickle. Alright, that's kind of mean. I want to go faster. You know, this is kind of hard to do when you're someone who's been playing for 6 years. At least this game for 6 years. Rescue the SS Azura. I mean, it's just insane how slow you move in space. It's kind of hard to go back to it. Okay, span between ships and range. This is Dana Broad of the SS Transport SS Azura. Please help. We're being pursued by Orion Raiders. Crew injured. Taking heavy fire. Dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Please need immediate evacuation assistance. Please help us. Alright, so we got some enemies ahead. That's... Oh. Sir, sensors are picking up several light attack craft on the intercept course. We need to deal with them before we can render aid to the SS Azura. Full power shields, helm, take us within range. I think I'll just avoid full powered shields because these are Orion corvettes. Freighter equivalent, very weak torpedoes, photon style. Very weak disruptor beam arrays. They are some of the weakest ships in the game and they are no threat to us even now. So yes, let's do this. I'm not going to use any of my abilities because these things are absolutely no threat. Some of the weakest ships in the game. So yes. But then I still need to maneuver because that's part of the game. I'm not going to go in a straight line. So yes, I should also mention another part I'm going to cut out. These weak ships, so you'll be encountering them loads of times throughout your time in Starfleet. They're all over the place. And they're kind of filler. I really wish they weren't filler. I wish they would give you more powerful enemies. But again, this is the beginning of the game. I'll be cutting out battles against these weak ships because even though they go quickly, they are not fun to watch. And believe me, they aren't fun to play. Oh, also the hydrogen gas. I believe I ignored it. Is there an item? No. Hydrogen gas is for the R&D system, because since we don't have access to the R&D system quite yet, I won't be picking it up. However, every map that isn't a hub map, like our space dock, has those things to pick up. So as a result, I will pick them up later on when we have access to R&D. But right now we don't have access to it, so I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, I'll cut this out and over the SS Azura when I'm done. See you later. I'll do the next episode. The episode's not done here. It's just yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, okay. I guess it's a kind of an advantage of redoing episodes over and over again until you get it right for the last time. Disruptor beam array, I think I'll take it. We just got an accolade, 25 Orion ships. This is my third time trying this episode. So as a result, I have destroyed 25 Orion ships. Wonderful. Scan the SS Azura. Stop right now. Captain, I'm detecting elevated radiation levels in the Azura. I've alerted the transporter chief of the situation. She can brief you before you beam over to the Azura. Wait team, report the transporter room. Alright, so go to the transporter room. Literally going to the transporter room. This doesn't happen very often, so don't get used to it. So, Captain, I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azura. She might have more damage than to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you there in the way team there to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad when you're ready to go, and be careful, sir. Try to keep a lock on us and prepare to transport survivors. Alright, so go to the transporter pad. Beam out. So this is not going to happen too often, but sometimes, like in this situation, we are on the exact same, on a technical scale, we are on the exact same map as the Azura. Like literally the exact. Still running. I can. Stop running. That's kind of a glitch there. That stuff happens sometimes. And as you can see, we are on the exact same map as the Azura. Because there's our ship, but there's the Azura. I don't know why they did this. I mean, it's not like it's gonna take. I mean, it's not gonna save you on data or anything. It's not gonna save you on space. And where's my crew? Are they over there? Oh, okay. They're on the other ship. I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back now. Okay. So this is an issue that you won't be finding. Believe me, this is the first time I've seen this issue. This glitch. But it doesn't happen very often because, of course, I've been playing for 6 years and I've just found this glitch. But if you were to... The game saves your progress in missions after every map change. So when you change to a different map, be it ground or space, the game saves your progress in the mission. And if you were to beam out or warp out and enter the system again, you'll restart off on your last respawn point or the point of where you started the mission. So, sir, I'm picking up multiple life signs of some of them are Azura's captain and crew, but the rest are Orion. Plasma leaks are blocking our path to the survivors. We will need to use consoles to safely vent the plasma. Alright, so we get to do some fighting, and that dog is still going insane. So yes, let's okay. Let's do this. Anything in here? Oh, over here. Okay. This is something new, and we'll be seeing a couple times throughout our adventure, but we can't do anything about it here. Career objectives. There's a lot of missions. Well, some of the missions in this game have career objectives that if you are a certain career path, you can complete. In this case, we have science career, but we cannot treat her because we're not a science officer. And as I've mentioned before, on the ground, science officers are medics. But since we're a tactical officer, and we want to have a little bit more fun instead of healing people up, yeah, damn things, we can't do it. But there are examples of, oh, okay, I'll shut up now. Thugs. Thugs are the ensign equivalent for the Orion Syndicate. They have no personal shields, very little health, and we got ability, or buff. They have no health, and they have a very weak disruptor pistol. So we also have a Brute over here, which is the lieutenant equivalent for the Orion Syndicate. They have a personal shield, a little more health, but they also have a disruptor rifle. And yeah, they can be a little more dangerous, but not much. So over here we have the plasma conduit. Just gonna turn on my fan here. Give me a second. It's really hot in here. God. Alright, so we continue down this way. Oh, I thought there was an open for a second. Okay. So we got, oh, more thugs. It goes my split beam right here. I mean, for people who are wondering whether it's a good time to use a split beam, I mean, any time is the best time, because whether or not you target 3 people at once, you will have increased damage, whether or not. So, fire away. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you like to play that way, fine. Doesn't really matter. The game's not going to penalize you for it, like some other games do. So let's go in here. Scan the warp core, Captain. Catastrophic failure of antimatter containment. Warp core breach is imminent. Captain, unless the breach is contained, the Azura will be destroyed. Speak Captain Brought. We hit an Orion ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed. We had no choice but to drop shields and use power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were dropped down, Orion's boarded the ship. I'll never let these green pirates have those Azura. Please take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time. Welcome, crew. Alright, so there's a objective here for tactical. I don't know. That's not that one. Definitely not that one. Where is it? I don't really know where it is. Excuse me, I got up there and burped. Doesn't seem to be here. I mean, I did this episode again earlier, and this is my another triad, but I still can't find it. Okay, this way. Oh, ooh. More Orions, thugs and brutes. Probably just thugs. I don't know. I can't tell from this lighting. Okay, so we attack them. Oof. Okay, we got an enforcer. Enforcers are lieutenant commander equivalents. They have a minigun, assault minigun. They fire a lot of shots off very quickly, and they also have more health and have a better personal shields than brutes do. So be careful with them. They can be pretty dangerous this early in the game. We don't have much health or shields. Oh, we got a guy to vaporize. Okay, that's cool. It's like, that's cool. I killed a man. Oh, okay. I'm being so completely distracted tonight, really. So let's continue this way and get them off the ship, because this place is about to blow. And we continue running, sprinting, whatever you want to call it. To here. Get to the transporter room. We'll be right behind you. Waiting to plot out. Chief, are you ready to transport? Azura's radiation levels are turning to normal. Survivors of the Azura's crew are on the transporter pad. You don't have much time. Get these people off the ship now. We have them, sir. Says to detect more Orion ships on the way. Captain, we need you back on the bridge. Alright, so we failed the tactical objective. Doesn't really matter. I mean, if you fail those objectives, it's not the end of the world. It's only the end of the world when you fail a main mission objective. And if you do that, well, the mission's over. You have to redo it from the beginning. So don't fail them. I mean, it's something that doesn't happen very often. I mean, it very, very rarely happens, but yeah. So let's talk to the chief again. What's up, chief? There are more Righteous inbound, Captain. We need you back on the bridge right away. Wait, team, prepare for emergency transport. And by emergency transport, you mean go into the turbo lift. I don't know why they do that, but go to the turbo lift. Here we go. Also, thanks to Zarva for giving Flores a concussion. Captain, incoming message from the Orions. Putting it on screen. Leave now if you know what's good for you, Starfleet. We're taking the ship, her crew, and her cargo. The Azura and her crew are under Starfleet's protection. Alright, oh, they got the first attack. Well, it doesn't matter, they're weak. Very, very weak. So, don't know. I'm gonna cut this out. It's a hard battle, but... Ooh. Alright, if you... That big screen full of exploding ship wasn't obvious. I almost got destroyed there. So wait, Slave Master Battleship. This is the heavy cruiser equivalent for the Orion Syndicate. They are very powerful and much bigger than we are. So we got a tachyon beam, torpedo, ship, or not. Get down to 56%. That works too. Oh, also, you see those all those little fighters flying at you? Yeah, fighters are very annoying in Star Trek Online. They are the weakest ships in the game, but you cannot auto-target them. You have to target them manually. And they get very, very annoying in some of the later missions of the game. Woohoo, boy! I'll rant more about it when we get to them. They're not so bad right now. But oh boy, fighters are annoying. Even if they may be weak, they are annoying. Because they never go away. So let's... Oh, I targeted them, okay. Didn't happen in the first recording, or the second. Okay, so we got... Oh, okay. Not the engine battery. There we go. Phaser turret Mark III. Captain, we need to get within range and try to get transport lock on Captain Brat. Tell him get us in range. Even though we're already in range. Captain brought safety aboard, sir, and just in time, too. We got her just before the ship exploded. Captain Bryce requested that we take her and her crew to Sector Space. Starfleet will get them home from there. She said we'd be happy to speak with you if you wish. Alright, so... we can speak to Captain Brat here. So let's talk to her. You saved my crew, Lieutenant Commander. I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you want to know? What was the Azura's mission? The Azura was a transport ship, best in the quadrant. Mostly I held medical supplies or farming equipment, but I had a room in the cargo bay for a little of everything. I have one customer who's just crazy for Trania. I would not have decided to save the galaxy on a regular basis like you Starfleet types do, but hauling cargo is a good way to make a living. I'm helping people in my own way. Tell me about the Orions. They're thieves, pirates, and a whole lot of trouble, if you ask me. Raiders have always been a danger to ships like mine, but the problem is that it has gotten worse since the Orions joined ally with the Klingons. Now they think they can do anything to anyone. Someone needs to put a stop to these raids. What happened to the Azura? We've been having trouble with the Warp Core for a few days. I was hoping I could make it to the closest starbase, but with the containment field started to collapse, I used every bit of power we had to stabilize it. The minute I rerouted power to the shield's containment field, the Orions were there. For all I know, they detected I was in trouble, and they were waiting for the right time to pounce. What will you do now? Go back to Belarus for 3 weeks, I suppose. I have enough Latin saved up to get me back on my feet. As soon as I get another ship, I'll be doing transport runs again. Customers waiting. Alright, so. Let's warp out. And green warp thingies. Warp trail? I don't know. Right, so, well done, Lieutenant Commander. You saved my crew just in time. Right, so when you do a secondary mission, you get reduced. I think I said this already, but you get reduced rewards. So we're not going to get as much experience points as we did the first time. We also get a 0 personal comm code. I guess we'll take one of these. I don't know. The comm code I already have equipped down here. Call trade food. The thing that really sucks with this is that if you were to log off after using it, the timer doesn't go down while you're logged off. You have to be logged in for the timer to go down. And it takes 2 hours for it to do that. It's something really annoying, and it just gives you an excuse to play, even if you don't want to play. But that's just the way it is. So, the trade freighter, I'll go into more detail later once we have it, the ability to use it, which we don't at the moment, even though we have it. Wonderful. But I think I'll end things off here. So join me next time for more Star Trek Online, where we do the next mission, Diplomatic Orders. See you guys later.